Hey Jason, you ready to do an intro yet?
Welcome back to another episode. We have
Welcome back to Blissniks, guys. I've been asked, what does Blissniks actually mean? Blissful Techniques, it's just short for Blissful Techniques. So if anyone's wondering, that's what it is. Well, it is Marron season once again. So we are out and about. We've got the whole crew with us in a secret location. We've never been here before. None of us have been here before. We've just a friend of a friend has told us about the spot. So we're not quite sure if it's good or not. We're just fingers crossed that we're going to find something. The first impressions is pretty deep, pretty quick. So it's going to be pretty challenging. I'd say we're going to be using a lot of nets more than anything. These aren't trophy waters at all, so we're all good there. I'll say we'll probably end up cruising up right up the upstream. There's a little walk pathways down each side, so yeah, that's probably our plan. Other than that, we'll set up camp and get into it. Do you reckon you can put them on, Rise?
Nah, Pies later.
He will.
You got it from Pies' drawer, so.
Do we want to make these? And there's my third leg.
Don't.
There's my third leg.
Don't put a hole in them. You've done that before, haven't you? Said stocking filled with chicken pellets. Tie into Marron net. And Marron nets are different to all the other. You can't just use any old net. You got to use a Marron net. Rectangle bottoms. Basically, it allows the smaller ones to escape when you pull it up, and the ones that are size will stay in there. So that's the difference. And we just tie it to the base of the net. Simple as that. Just like that. And then hopefully next time you see this net, there'll be some Marron in it. Chicken pellets are one thing you can use. You can use any kind of meat, chicken wings, beef, lamb, anything really. It will get their attention, but chicken pellets just seems to be the easier option. Alright, camp's all set up. We're all sweet in there. We've got all the scoops, the snares, all the baits already set, ready to go. The boys have just gone for a kayak downstream, upstream, downstream. I'm not quite sure where we are. I think that's downstream. Anyways, just also for anyone that's going to complain, we are not using the kayaks or the SUP, stand-up paddleboard, for transporting any Marron. That is illegal, just to let everyone know as well. We cannot do that, but they're just scoping out places. So we're going to be walking along the banks. We're just going to be putting the nets out along the banks because it is pretty deep just straight off it where we are. So yeah, just before anyone complains. Anyways, we are basically playing the waiting game now. We're going to have a few beers and wait until that sun gets a bit lower in the sky, and probably go for a swim. It's pretty warm, it's 30 degrees today, and get the SUP out. Yeah, make the most of it. Well, that was a pretty relaxing cruise down the river. We did find a really good spot further up where we can put some pellets along the edge, and we should be able to scoop them, fingers crossed. It still looks a little bit muddy underfoot, so yeah, you sort of have one go at scooping them, and if you miss it, then the water turns to shit. So I'm just gonna have a walk down there, see if we can get a way down there to get to it, and yeah, wait until the sun goes down. All right, nets in hand. I've only got 3. We'll run down this bank along here, and we'll find some good spots. It goes pretty deep pretty quick, so we might be in luck for during the day. We'll just find a little bit of structure like this. We'll walk up a little bit further. If it is a popular camp spot, I'd say around it will be pretty flogged out. So it doesn't look like there's been a lot of people here, but you can definitely see there've been people here with Marron gear anyway. There's a little cage that's left over, and yeah, a bit of fishing gear. So it's obviously used by somebody quite often. But anyways, we will find a couple of spots, locations, chuck these in. I reckon that's the spot. Ready. Set this up here like so. Oh, not like that. Sweet. Fingers crossed. This is looking also very promising. There's some good spots along this river. It's just getting down onto the water's edge. I tried to put the sup in before and I bloody sunk up to my knees, almost to my waist in mud. So walking on the shoreline is probably a bit of a no-no. Oh, that's getting better. That's number 2. I've got to remember to, later on, I'm going to be a few more beers deeper. I'll make sure I can still get them. Alright, it's probably about 1.5 meters deep there in the middle. I'm just going to pull it straight up, that's all. It's number 3. So last year's Marron mission, we did it in trophy waters, so it's a completely different ball game. It's just snaring only, and we got some bloody horses of Marron. It was awesome, had a really good night. But we love going out in the bush, we love going for a bit of a camping mish, and yeah, it's a little bit harder to get them, to put it that way. Size ones anyway, there's so many little ones. You got cooking here, guys?
Well, my young apprentice, Michael, cooking up some abs. Absolutely terrible idea.
You can tell you're going to be a dad soon, eh? Nice, it's actually abalone day today, but we missed out because we're down here. Well, I think I would rather Marron over abalone any day of the week. It's my favourite out of all seafood, whether it's freshwater or saltwater. Marron, 100%.
You ever like try when you serve it? And
For about 3 to 4 hours, I check the pots every 20 to 30 minutes, but no luck. Until I didn't have the bloody camera on. I didn't think the other pots hadn't even been touched. But this guy was in this pot. Hell yeah, boy. Look at that boy. Alrighty, let's get him out. He is a decent size. He'd be up around the 900. Well, sorry, the 90. Good size. Alright, so this is a good one here. So it's just a bit deeper here and it's a bit darker, so the sun's not touching it. Probably why this guy's in there. Alright, if this is the beginning of the night, I think it's going to be pretty positive. Yo! I was not expecting any just yet, but that's a good sign, very good sign. Let's go for a bit of a walk, bud. Yo! It's always the last pot at the very end too. He's a decent size. So these aren't trophy waters too, by the way. So they only need to be 80. And he's well over 80, so happy days. Well, that rise, it's all about fishing for the future.
I reckon we're okay. Easy.
Easy.
And he's big enough for trophy waters too. Stop it.
Perfect.
Good way to get it from muck.
That's one. Alrighty, let's see if we've got anything. Nothing. Well, I had some confidence after getting a couple in the daytime, but geez, I thought we'd have be on by now. But anyways, persistence is the key. Persistence certainly didn't help that night for me. It was very quiet my end, but Risey on the other hand was on the spot further up and come back with a few, including these two absolute stonkers. Huge.
Fucking stonkers, eh?
Oh, in the net, eh? We'll just scoop them.
Fuck.
Scoop them.
I mean, damn hell. Jesus. Are they the big ones, big as you got?
Yeah, I reckon. Oh, easy. Stonkers, eh?
He looks so small compared to the other two.
Oh, no.
He's gonna get chewed in a sec. That's solid here.
As far as well and truly legal, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's well and truly.
That's
He just doesn't look at next
No,
to
that's
those
what we
ones.
normally get.
Yeah.
Fucking horses.
That is solid. That's the biggest ones I've ever seen anyway.
Oh yeah.
Have a swanee, mate.
Two mating pairs been in the river for 30 years. Not bad, son. Prove it, Sam.
Good morning. A little bit of a sleepless morning. No, I got some sleep. It wasn't too bad. I ended up going to bed about midnight, so it wasn't too bad. They just went off completely. They just didn't turn up at all. It went completely dead. I've never seen it so dead marroning. We were wondering if it's the actual moon, because the moon was just, it's almost a full moon and it was shining straight in the water. I don't know if they like that kind of stuff, but yeah, we didn't have much luck later on at all. And yeah, I didn't get any more. Risey got a couple of big stonkers, the biggest ones I've ever seen anyway, put it that way, way up the river by scoop. But other than that, there was not much action at all, which is a little bit of a bummer. But we are in an absolutely beautiful spot. There's absolutely no wind whatsoever today. Glassy as, beautiful morning. So it makes it all worth it. They were just real skittish last night. As soon as any corner of their light, your head torch touched them, they were gone. And the ones that did stick around, you try and scoop them, but it's just such a steep bank into it that you just can't get onto them. So we had to rely on the nets, and they just didn't want to play the game. So oh well, take the good with the bad. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Can't win them all, but we still got a feed out of it, which is the main thing. And we'll probably cook them up this morning for breakfast, maybe. We'll see what the others think. But other than that, I'm just pulling all the pots back up so they can dry before we go. And yeah, we'll just relax in the morning, slowly pack up and head off. Anyways, we'll finish pulling these pots and we'll head back to camp. that is it for another episode. Like, subscribe if you haven't already. We're all packed up, ready to go. No rubbish at all left behind. And that's the way it should be. Anyways, guys, we'll be back at it next week. We will probably go marroning at some stage next week. If not, we'll go crabbing. So either one, it's going to be a bit of fun. All right, guys, we'll see you then.